But Amir Khan, is still in the mix. I mean, he's originally from India. I believe he lives in London nowadays. But he's a big spokesperson for India and for all of boxing, quite frankly. Do you know Amir
Yeah,
Khan?
yeah, I
Do you
know
know him?
Amir Khan, and I already challenge Amir Khan because one time he says ki no one Indian can beat Amir Khan, but I openly challenge to Amir Khan, and I'm always ready to fight him because
Oh,
uh, India and Pakistan is like two war countries, so that's why I always ready to fight with Amir Khan, and definitely I promise to you to also and everyone to also कि I knock out Amir and proud by India.
Not afraid to get in the ring, eh? So you're always
Yeah,
ready. You're always ready to go. You're pretty much
yeah,
always ready
always
to get in
ready
the
to
ring.
fight with Amir Khan. Yeah,
Awesome, awesome.
I didn't I didn't sorry I did not realize Amir Khan was from Pakistan. So yeah, so there's a bit of a rivalry there between yourself and Amir Khan. I get it.
yeah.
So I noticed when I was reading the article about your gym, it says that money is no limitation. So do you help the kids that are not able to pay for it, and do you give them free classes?
Yeah, yeah, I give some free classes for some poor people, poor students. They can't afford like boxing fees and can't afford diet. So I give some students to give some clothes um, and I train some students free of cost. But some students give some fees and everything, so that's fine. But they don't give no problem. Everyone can do boxing because boxing is like a boxing in my blood. So I always try to give coaching to everyone. No fee for poor peoples or poor students, but some students give fees. So that's enough for me,
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
I can easily
That's
run my gym. And
that's great. That's great.
some
That's great to
businessmen
give
and
back.
some politicians also. Yeah,
That's excellent.
Tim, you know what's interesting?
Yeah.
What Sagar went through in India, he went through. They put together what's called the Super Boxing League. A bunch of, I think, rich people put it together, but at the end of the day, they couldn't afford to pay the fighters to fight, so it lasted only about a year. But it was a really good idea, a really good vision to pay for everybody because but then they realized how big the expense of running an actual league got. Like it was incredible. From what I have been told, uh, the expenses far exceeded whatever they had planned out, and there's a lot of excitement in India for people who previously didn't see the opportunity to fight, all of a sudden saw the opportunity to fight, because for the longest time in India, boxing was outlawed. It wasn't allowed. It wasn't allowed there, and once it was allowed, the people realized, you've got a billion people living in India, and I think probably cricket is probably their number one sport,
Yeah.
but boxing, and so this was launched in 2017, a few years ago. But what I found interesting about what Cigar was just telling us is that to me is like a microcosm of a union, because he wants to take care of all those people who want to get involved in boxing. He wants to make sure that they're trained properly, they have access to the gyms, they have access to professionals who've been there and done that. And I think part and parcel of what you're talking about, Tim, is what's happening in these rural communities around the world. No
And
offense.
they need help organizing. They need funding. Maybe
yeah,
did the government put any money up? The government for like the Olympics and all that.
yeah. No,
Sagar.
in amateur boxing, government give help. In amateur boxing, government give full help, but in professional, government don't help to any boxer. But in
Okay.
amateur, government help it. But in professional boxer, every professional boxer uh, face many problems. Uh, some diet problems, some training problem, and they don't. And no professional boxer going outside the India due to funding and due to not good purse money. That's why they fighting only in India, and in India, not very good purse money in fight. Um, only some very less money, and many times money is not in the match, so that's why. And then you know very well कि without money, nothing.
Yeah.
Without money is nothing.
So he's got to
Yeah,
organize the professional part of it. They got to organize it. And amateurs, they have money for them, right? They have money
Yeah, in
for you.
amateur, good money, very good money, but in
Oh,
professional, no money.
we need a couple of rich people to go over there. Even though there's rich people over there, they would love to do that. Go over there and just construct the professional. That's a lot of money. You'd be a
yeah.
lot of champions over there. They
Yeah,
train hard, they work hard. They don't be running around the street chasing girls.